Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is
Digital trapping on post.
Crypto Phoenix at
Fuck the SEC,
Digital trapping on post.
Today, we're gonna take a deep dive.
Digital trapping on Pulsechain. Every 6 hours a heap on my beach, be printing on post straight. I claim and I pay, and make me a LP. PBTC, you know I'm a DJ and they can't help it. 50% in the post chain. Digital trapping on post chain. Every 6 hours a heap on my beach, be printing on post straight. I claim and I pay, and make me a LP. PBTC, you know I'm a DJ and they can't help it. 50% in the post chain. Digital trapping on post chain. I be outside, checking the child, checking the top. This shit bring guap, I hope it don't stop. Mr. Forshaw, yeah, he just dropped. Drip, drop, draw, I hope it don't fly, I hope it don't flop. Hey, I drip NFT, Daytona Snake and Printer Tony. I'm in Carousel 3 with legends on me, no bands on me. Crypto Chronic NFT, the Zaza Web 3, yeah, we all geek. I'm in Carousel 3 with legends on me, no bands on me. If it goes on the pad, I grab my beat bones and pray for the best. I'm not tryna get wrecked, I'm tryna run me a check. If it goes on the peg, I grab my beat bones and pray for the best. I'm not tryna get wrecked. Digital trapping on post chain. Every 6 hours a heap on my beach, I be printing on post straight. I claim and I pay, and make me a LP. PBTC, you know I'm a DJ and they can't help it. 50% in the post chain. Digital trapping on post chain. Every 6 hours a heap on my beach, I be printing on post straight. I claim and I pay, and make me a LP.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a deep dive. Well, not really a deep dive, more like an overview, okay? Because there are certain things that you should know when it comes to doing DeFi, which stands, of course, for decentralized finance, ladies and gentlemen. In other words, there are certain things that you should already understand. And if you don't, no worries. Stay tuned because in certain videos, I will cover the basic, how should I say, crypto 101 stuff, like how to make an LP, how to go to a DEX, how to import a token, all of that basic navigational stuff because, in order for you to really utilize the rich resources within decentralization so that you can use cryptocurrency and or the blockchain to make as much money as you want is you got to know how to move around. It's like if you went to a tourist attraction, let's say you wanted to go to New York City, you wanted to go to Central Park, you wanted to go to the museum, you wanted to go to, that massive library they got, you wanted to go to Chinatown. It's like, yeah, you could do all those things, but you got to know how to move around. In other words, if you don't figure out how to get there, then you can't go. You may be in New York City, but you can't get to the places that you desired to visit. So that's what crypto is all about when you're coming in here and you're looking to live by the principle of compound interest. And basically, we keep referring to that because, as Albert Einstein said, cryptocurrency, excuse me, compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who does not pays it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to look at some basic things like what's the difference between a DEX and a KEX. Okay, I say KEX because if I say it the other way, people lose focus. But so a CEX or a KEX, some say sex, you know what I'm saying? But I like to say KEX so people don't lose focus. But the difference is that with a DEX, of course, the D stands for decentralized, whereas the C in the KEX stands for centralized. And when something is centralized, that means you have someone that has power of attorney and or control and or has the ability to run away with the liquidity or the treasury, ladies and gentlemen. So first, we're going to save the best for last, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you stay to the end of the video because the meat and potatoes of what I have to say is at the end of the video. Okay, so we're going to go to first, we're going to let you know what's going on with some yield farming. Okay, yield farming and staking are pretty much the same thing. Now, staking usually implies single-sided staking, where sometimes it could be locked, sometimes it may not be locked, but it's usually just one token. And we call that single-sided staking, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to let you know about all of this hex slash pulse chain greatness going on. Matter of fact, it's so great it extends into other areas, because did you know that chain is an exact replica of the Ethereum blockchain? Okay, it's not just a fork or something that's similar to it. It is an exact replica right on contract addresses of the tokens, which is why you can bridge your Ethereum over into the Pulse chain. And once you do that, you can take advantage of everything that you want to do. Everything that you did on Ethereum, you can do over here on the Pulse chain, but you will not be paying those ridiculous gas fees. You will not have to pay $50 to move $10, and you can actually move around. People on Ethereum don't move around because it's too expensive, but you can do everything on Ethereum. Ethereum people love coming over here when they discover it, because they figure out that they can finally move around, and they can actually play around. They don't have to be restricted to one or two movements. They can actually come over here, click around, and have fun and expand their resource base without being robbed simultaneously. All right. So this is Farm, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Farm is a take off of the token and or the ecosystem of the Atropa ecosystem, which is the mystery system within the Pulse chain. And within that system, there's a lot of really wonderful things happening. Like the attempt to bring PDAI, which is a stable coin. The Maker DAO, they have their DAI over there on the Ethereum side. It's been bridged over to here. And we have two DAIs over here. We have DAI from Ethereum, and then we have the DAI that we're trying to bring to peg for the purpose of it being a stable coin on the Pulse chain, ladies and gentlemen, which means nobody will hold our keys, not even the Maker DAO themselves. Okay, but aside from that, okay, I don't want to lose you guys, but just to try and keep it a little simple here, we have the stake over here. Now, if we go over here to the and we just simply go over here to this stake, we have the staking pools right here. You have Atropa and you have Mega. Now, I went and I put a couple of dollars over here just to get this started. You see, I got $19 over there, and it's making a little something, something. And then over here, you have Mega, and it's a meme coin, and it's one of the biggest meme coins aside from Teddy Bear, um, which stands for Make ETH Great Again. And it's a pretty big coin. A lot of people utilize it. So you can actually come over here, you can stake it, you can earn on it, and you'll draw on a regular basis. All right, let's go over here to the farms. I'm going to pick it up, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you go over here to the farms, you see a lot of farming loveliness, ladies and gentlemen. You have the SC token, which is a Tropa fan club token. That was, I think DJ Khaled kind of said that, or the creator of it, or whatever. But you have that farm, and as you can see, you have the Atropa and the Atropa. And if you look, ladies and gentlemen, look at the APR. I'm going to try to look for. Look at the APRs. The APRs are really lovely, because this 12.40% actually equates to 3.42% a day. 3.40% per day, ladies and gentlemen. That is extremely, extremely awesome, ladies and gentlemen. So you see, all of these APRs are pretty darn good. And if you understand what's going on with the Impulse chain, you will understand the significance of these coins and or where they belong. I like this one right here, Atropa and Pulse Bitcoin, because I've had Pulse Bitcoin for months and I've been mining it. On the website, I had some ASIC mining coins, and every 30 days I would mine Pulse Bitcoin. And you could do it two ways. You could take this over here. They got Pulse Dogecoin over here next to it. You could transfer over from the post Dogecoin into post Bitcoin, or you can mine it, ladies and gentlemen. And now over on the Pulsechain, if you don't want to go through the mining process, then you can simply buy it as well. Okay. And you see, you've got all this. I'm not going to explain all of these tokens because you owe it to yourself to do your own due diligence. But I'm just going to cover this one over here. If you look to the far right, this Monat Money WBTC, that's of course part of the Atropa ecosystem. And the reason why they paired those two together is because in the Atropa 414 mystery ecosystem, Monat Money is pretty much responsible for its task, which is to try and bring the wrapped Bitcoin Pulse chain up to parity with the original Bitcoin. Okay. That's what they're attempting to do with that. So over here we have PDI and Atropa, and of course Atropa, its first mission is to bring PDI, or to peg PDI to $1. And if and when that happens, ladies and gentlemen, uh, anybody that's holding PDI or anybody that's cultivating the 414 system will make a ton of money, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so that's that one. Now we're going to go over here and we are going to search for another great farm, also known as Atro Pine, ladies and gentlemen. Atro Pine, ladies and gentlemen. And I saw an AMA with this team. And the thing about these yield farms, ladies and gentlemen, is that from what I've noticed far, we call benevolent devs. In other words, they fully intend to hold up their end of the bargain, and they are not looking to rug anyone, ladies and gentlemen. So I forgot I actually had some coins over here because I recently abdicated my position, not because it's not good or anything, but because there was something else that was more pressing at the moment. But you see, you have some wonderful farms over here as well, ladies and gentlemen. So you don't have any single-sided staking yet, I don't believe. So let's go over here, and we're already in the farms. And if you go to trade right here, it drops down. Here's your, here's your exchange where you can actually get the single tokens that you want of the amount that what they're going to do is they send you the Pulse X DEX, ladies and gentlemen. And when they send you over here, it's already going to have the token down here. Now, if you want, if your wallet is connected as mine is, you can simply hit this and it'll bring up your wallet, and you can simply make sure that you have the contract address in your wallet. I already have it in my wallet. That's why it's not showing. But if it did, it would be right here. And I would click that and it would add it. But I already have it added. Or what you can do is you can take and you can click this and copy that. And what you can do is you can take that and you can go over to liquidity or whatever. And you can actually, let's say I came out of this, right? Let's say I went over here. And this is another platform we're gonna do, right? And I did whatever I was gonna do somewhere else, and then I come back the link. Okay, being that I just copied that, you see, you can go over here, like Mega is right there. I can click here, and if I wanted that, I can go over here and I can paste in the contract address, and it'll come up right there. And if it's not there, I can simply import it at that point. Okay, so these are just basics. I'm not trying to get you how should I say explain, trying to explain things way too much. But this is Atropine, and you can go over here and you can take a look and you can provide liquidity, ladies and gentlemen, and you can make some money. Okay, now if we go down here in the details, that's going to actually give you a little more. Then you can go over here, and if you click this button right here, that's going to take you over, and it's going to allow you to get the liquidity and or to put the LP token in your wallet, ladies and gentlemen. Now, next, we have, let's go to Spark Swap, okay? Being that we have it already up and running here somewhere. I just had it. I don't know what I did with it. There it is. Spark still cycling. Now Spark Swap is great because, again, benevolent devs who have never rugged a project, who always delivered on their project. And as a matter of fact, their project previous to this is still running. And you, my friends, may very well know it as EMP money. That's right. AJ and the team is doing it again. And they are doing this with Spark Swap. Okay. If you look at the TVL down here, you see $7,695,000 at this point in time. Just went up 7,696. Okay, you can see that for yourself. So the TVL is always hanging out around $7 or $8 million, and they did that in the first couple of days because once everybody found out that this was the EMP money team, everybody, including myself, ran right over here. Now, if you notice something similar, all of these projects pretty much have the same similar templative thing going on because they're all goose forks of each other. They're just providing a different service for a different portion of the Pulsechain richness, ladies and gentlemen. So if we go down here to pools in SparkSwap, right? You have your single-sided staking here, wrapped PLS, DAI, and wrapped ETH, and you have some really wonderful APRs there. And of course, you're going to earn Spark once you put that in here, okay? And when you earn Spark, this is like a rinse and repeat, ladies and gentlemen, because you can take that Spark and you can put it down here in the Sparkler, ladies and gentlemen. And when you put it down here in a Sparkler, you are going to earn the LPs, the liquid providing tokens that you can place in the farms, or you can go see if I could take what I earned here and I can go to the farms and I could take that LP I got there and go right to this one that's kind of glowing right here. And I could simply drop it in there and just keep adding. And of course, I will earn Spark. Go back to the Sparkler, put it in the bottom, take it out the bottom, put it in the top, boom, 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 rinse and repeat, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so now let's go to the new kid on the block. Yeah, there's a new kid on the block, ladies and gentlemen. I am PLS. I just found out about this one when I woke up this morning. Some more post-chain loveliness going on. Now, mind you, all of these platforms, they're not really in competition with each other. As a matter of fact, these guys and everything that I just mentioned, they're in AMAs together, they're talking to each other, and they're supporting each other by providing the same tokens across different platforms so that you can basically double down. You can earn something in one platform, take what you earn, and then come over to a platform like this and then make money on that which you just made money on. So it's like you're making money twice or three times off the same batch of initial money, ladies and gentlemen. So I came over here. Now, as you can see, we have IMPLS and WRAP PLS LP. And that, of course, is giving us an APR of 151%. Okay. If we go down here and we do the single-sided staking with IMPLS by itself, we're getting almost 60%, 59% APR right here. And when we look down, you see, I just threw a few tokens in here. And I think I threw like 20, 25, or $30 in here. But at least I threw like 20, maybe $25 in here. And you can see in PLS, I already have 32 tokens down there, and it's still calculating, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's the LP and the single-sided staking there. But we also have vaults. And if we come over here to the vaults, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of post-chain loveliness going on over here. You have your DAI and your PLS auto compounding vaults. I'm going to say that again, auto compounding vaults, ladies and gentlemen. So in other words, it compounds itself. You don't have to keep coming in here and pressing a compound button every day. It compounds itself round the clock, ladies and gentlemen. So you have this LP. You can go over to Pulse X and provide your LPs. You got Pulse X PLS. You got Hex and PLS. You've got INC, which is the incentive token from the PulseX DEX. So if you're supplying liquidity on PulseX, you got some of that too. You could just buy, but you can also earn it. Okay, you got Spark PLS. You see, when we was just in Spark, you see, look at this. Let's go back here for a second. Let's go back to Spark Swap. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. You see, when we go over to Spark Swap, if you come down here to the Sparkler, if you come over here and you harvest this LP, when you take the LPs out of here, you don't have to put it on Spark Swap. You can go right back over here to IMPLS and you could put it right here on another platform for an APR of 349%. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Wrapped ETH Impulse. The Tony token from Daytona Finance, okay? A TROFA over on IMPLS. So you can take what you got over on a TROFA once you earn money over there, and you could take a portion of that and put it over here for an APR of 1,284%, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Or a TROFA and PLSD. All right. Pulse Doge. All right. Over here, a TROFA and PLSB, which is PLS Pulsechain Bitcoin or Pulse Bitcoin for 249%. This is some of the loveliness that is going on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we were to go back here, I want to show you guys something real quick. If we go back here to a TROFA, you see this little over here? It says buy on. This is something known as Petias. Okay? And Petias is a wonderful place for your Pulsechain equipment. It's another really great DEX. Now you can go over here and they have really wonderful rates as well that you're going to, be able to earn stuff with very low slippage. And if you look, it looks very much like Uniswap, doesn't it? So yeah, this is pretty much the Uniswap for the Pulsechain, ladies and gentlemen. You can swap, you can bridge from other blockchains. Let's say you got some liquidity over on the Binance Smart Chain or over on Arbitrum or Layer 2, in Bitcoin, so that earn some money over here on the Pulse chain, you know. So you got if you connect your wallet here, it's going to ask you to connect your wallet, of course, so that you can experience this portion of the platform, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, I'm using the Rabby wallet, and the Rabby wallet is, in my opinion, superior to the MetaMask wallet. However, what I did is I imported my MetaMask wallet, my mnemonic phrase, into Rabby. So therefore, anything I do in Rabby resonates in MetaMask, and anything I do in MetaMask resonates in Rabby. So it's basically like the front door and the back door. Whether you come in the front door or the back door whether I come in the front door or the back door to whatever it is I'm doing, I'm in the same room, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I hope you understand that. But anyway, say over here we have Ethereum. We can go from Ethereum to Pulsechain, or let's see if we can I don't know if we can actually change the blockchain here, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's just from Ethereum to Pulsechain. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, connect to Ethereum. Yeah, I think it's just from Ethereum to Pulsechain on this one, because that's how you're going to do a lot of your ERC20 things and move it right on over to the Pulsechain, ladies and gentlemen. So we have that going on as well. Now, for one of my favorites, and of course, that is none other than the new kids on the block, Hustle Man Matt and Eric the Bandit, the great developer, has come to the forefront to show their skills, ladies and gentlemen, in tribute and in homage to the original drip ecosystem by Forex Shark. This is in no way competition or a thumbing they were drip themselves. The Binance Smart Chain are serious practitioners of the drip ecosystem by Forex Shark. And if you were in the drip ecosystem by Forex Shark, if you still have drip tokens, you should already know, if you were in that community, that let's just take a quick look. If you have a developer who is, some say he's one of the best developers in all of DeFi, okay, I cannot disagree with that. I will not disagree with that, because there are many great developers in this community. All right, you got Forex Shark, you got Richard Hart, you got Hustleman, and the list goes on, ladies and gentlemen. But over here, if you had an account over here, and you're only able to extract now. So you see this hydrate button here does not work anymore. And if you go to drip.io, you will see that there is no compound button there, because it is on a rampage to make drip deflationary, ladies and gentlemen, because it is inflation that got drip into the trouble that it's gotten after 2 years. But make no mistake about it, drip has created many millionaires, ladies and gentlemen. So this post drip is looking to learn from the inflation and minting. I won't really call them mistakes, but to learn from why drip got into the situation that it got into, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so over here on Post Drip, there are plenty of anti-whale mechanics. So you just can't come in here and, beat up the system or hurt the system, because the way they got it is actually, what you do is you actually end up hurting yourself. Now, I'm not going to connect my wallet, because for whatever reason, every time I do that, my video gets kind of choppy or whatever, because it's almost like my computer can't handle my computer can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. So I'm not even going to connect my wallet, but I will show you around. Now, when you come over here to the faucet, this is where your NFT will be. And it is an NFT. I believe they took a page from another Pulsechain project known as icosahedron, where we are creating hex staking instances. And rather than the hex stake being, how should I say, static in one place and long term and beholden to that one wallet, in the HSI hex staking instance, it turns it into an NFT. It holds value, and you're able to actually move that around. You could sell the HSI to the Hedron Acosa platform, or you could put it on OpenSea, and if you didn't want to wait for it to mature. Okay. And also, while you're on the platform, when it came to an HSI, I did a video about it long ago, ladies and gentlemen. You also earn Hedron and ICOSA tokens while you have possession of your HSI. So it's a really great update, and we will be covering more of that. But if we go down here to the garden, ladies and gentlemen, you will see that you have some post-chain garden loveliness going on. And not only do you have that, but there is also, for the cool kids who are in the know, it also gives you the ability to cultivate the Atropa ecosystem in several vaults here. All right, this is a wonderful one here, the Post Drip LP, because once you put Post Drip LPs here, which is P Drip and wrapped PLS, once you put that in here, or just PLS actually, once you put that here, you're going to be earning the LP token. And when you go over here and you split that apart, you're going to have drip tokens, so that basically you're generating drip tokens that you can go and put here. Okay, you got your PLS here. You're earning, every earning here is you're earning you're compounding at 1.5% a day, which is awesome. And nobody can really run in here and just drain the system because you have to compound 3 times before you earn one claim. I'm going to say that again. You have to compound 3 times before you earn one claim. When this first came out, you had people making videos, and idiots that don't know what they're talking about. Maybe I shouldn't call them idiots. Sorry about that, guys. But, people who simply were ignorant, let's say, were blaming the platform. Oh, it's this, it's that, and I put my money in here and I can't get it out. And this is why you have to understand the platform before you engage in it. You have to compound 3 times before you earn a claim. Now, if you're compounding like me, I'm pretty much going to compound for the next 6 months. I'm not taking anything out really, whatever purpose. Yeah, it's your P die here. Now this P die here, like I told you in Pulsechain, there's 2 different types. There's P die that was bridged over from Ethereum, and then you have the Pulsechain P die, okay, which is part of the Atropa ecosystem. This P die here, this is the P die from the Atropa ecosystem. I'll go more in that later. You've got your P hex here, or your Pulsechain hex here. You got your Pulsechain wrapped Bitcoin over here. About that with Monday parity. You got USDC, which is a stable coin here, and you're able to compound a stable coin, which is wonderful. You got Teddy Bear, which is one of the first great meme coins of the Pulsechain, and then of course you got Atropa itself, which is the central nexus of the system that you're able to cultivate here on the Pulsechain, ladies and gentlemen. Well, not just Atropa's Pulsechain too, but like here's a platform that allows you to cultivate that system. It gives you a place to cultivate that system. And Hustle Man Bandit also got with this game called Aqua Blaze. I didn't plan to cover this, but it's already here, so we may as well take a quick look at it. And this is basically a game where you can go in here, you can buy a ticket, and you can win, Pulse, cash. Go here, you could take a look at this. I haven't gotten to set. I'm involved in 100 things, ladies and gentlemen. You got music over here. I said you have some music over here, and you see you got a little music going on there. Give you a little elevator music there, and you can go in here and look around, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can pick Aqua or you can play. Okay, any which one you pick, you pick the very center of the fight. I paid papers of the British tickets. Okay, so this is what happens. So yeah, this stuff is okay. Now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Last but not at all least, we are going to look at one thing that actually is not on the Pulsechain, but we have to include it because it's done by the Pulse team, and it is a partition of the Pulse Drip faucet and or platform. And because, as I told you, they are paying homage to the original Drip ecosystem, and they are attempting to help the Drip token become deflationary even faster. Okay, lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, indeed, we do have the kitchen sink, ladies and gentlemen. Connect my wallet right here very quickly. And yes, this is the kitchen sink. Now, yes, it is on the Binance Smart Chain because the original Drip was on the Binance Smart Chain. And this right here would have been in the Pulse Drip Garden had they been on the same blockchain, but they're not on the same blockchain. So they had to create a separate partition. But for all apparent reasons, like no one understand that in a roundabout way, this is still a part of the Pulse Drip platform. And you see right there, powered by Pulse Drip. Okay? So if you are a part of the original Drip, come over here, and now you got a place to put your tokens as you wait for the Drip token to appreciate in price. Okay, and as you can see, I put a significant amount in here already. All right, I got 24 Drip over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and compound that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, currently on time. In other words, there's too much time there, ladies and gentlemen. So I have to wait till that time is exhausted because they don't want me to waste my time, basically. They want me to get the full benefit of the time that I have this stage for, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And you can also click right here. There's your invite. You can invite in people into the platform. I don't know what kind of benefit that gives you. You can find out easily if you simply go to the white paper or go to the documentation about that. But now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the big news of the day. And what is the big news of the day, ladies and gentlemen? The big news of the day is that the 9-inch DEX of the Pulsechain has finally launched, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the launch day for a 9-inch platform, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you are a very sensitive person, or if you're a person that chooses, I'm going to say that again. If you're a person that chooses to be offended, if you're a person that looks for reasons to be offended, if you are touchy type of person, if you're a person that can't take a joke, then you probably don't want to be here. In other words, if you're not a fun person, if you're the type of person that likes to rain on people's parade, then you probably don't want to be here. Okay? And if that's who you are, that's who you are. And we ain't mad at you at all. But you might want to do yourself a favor and not come over here if you're one of those type of people, because over here we like to have fun, and over here we can take a joke, and over here we can truly laugh at ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. So behold, this is a takeoff of the ever popular 1-inch platform that is so very popular in DeFi. So a guy that goes by the call sign of Hexy Bastard decided to create a DEX called 9-inch. And of course, pun is definitely intended. Okay. Now, this is a DEX that many people have been waiting for. Um, all Pulsicans and Hexicans, we love this. It's a great DEX, and it's going to do a lot for us in the Pulsechain. So if you're coming over here, it just launched today. Well, actually, it launched yesterday, but they didn't have the farms and pools. They wanted to give it 24 hours, before they put the farms and the pools in. I think the pools are not here yet. But let's just take a quick overview of this if you haven't seen it. Okay, and of course it says the rock hard DEX staking and yield farming for Pulsechain and Ethereum. So you can use Pulsechain and Ethereum here, ladies and gentlemen, because as you know, the Pulsechain is an exact replica of Ethereum. So therefore, all of the Ethereum liquidity at some point will be coming over here. You want to use Chainlink over here? You can use Chainlink over here. You want to use Quant over here? You can use Quant over here. You can bridge all of your liquidity. As a matter of fact, if you have liquidity on Ethereum, you automatically have a copy on the Pulsechain. I told you the contract addresses are identical. Grow your holdings. 9-inch is a DEX yield farm designed to penetrate, pun intended once again, the jokes just don't stop, the Main Street crypto market, created as a Pulsechain-centric platform where you can earn rewards by providing liquidity, staking your favorite tokens, and engaging in open DEX with an exciting yield farming opportunity awaits you, launching soon. But it has launched. It launched today, of course. A firm grip. Jokes don't stop. A firm grip on DeFi. 9-inch fills a gaping hole. Jokes don't stop. On Pulsechain and Ethereum, a DEX with special love. Jokes don't stop. 9-inch for the best user experience by focusing on mainstream engagement. Financial products don't need to be boring. Similar tokenomics to PulseX except no OA fees. Buy back and burn tokens instead. 9-inch token is deflationary and is a DAO used to vote, which gets high yielding farming pools. Now, the DAO, of course, for those of you who don't know, the DAO, of course, is a decentralized autonomous organization. Available on Ethereum and Pulsechain shortly after sacrifice. Two token system, 9-inch, and the main asset of the DEX is deflationary by nature and is a fixed supply at launch. Use 9-inch tokens to earn juicy rewards by staking, participating in the best yield farms. 9-inch and DAO token of the platform holders decide which projects get privileged listings and yield farming staking pools. BBC, which stands for Big Bonus Coin, is exactly the name suggests. It's a bonus coin that you earn as a reward for staking on the 9-inch platform. All right. And you earn BBC by staking, okay, single-sided pools and providing liquidity, of course. Don't forget your performance enhancer. You know, they kind of missed the ball on that one because if they're into telling jokes so much, they should have called this partition Viagra. Maybe I gave them an idea there, since they want to be jokey all the time. But yeah, get up to what is that? 21x more rewards with 9-inch yield booster, ladies and gentlemen. On 9x, you can choose to lock your stake tokens between 1 and 52 weeks. This is great for those who are patient and want to maximize your earnings. And use flexible staking, which means you can withdraw your tokens at any time, but no bonus yield, okay? If you pull out before, before time. So damn hot, 9-inch, no mystery wallet fees. Everything goes back into buying and burning. 9-inch and BBC tokens, 0.06% of the trading fees and buy and burns, 0.01% of trading fees buy and burns of BBC. It's a safe DEX, ladies and gentlemen. Enough said. Okay. All right. And then you got some stuff going on down here. You can go and take a look for yourself. But let's go and take an actual look ourselves of what's actually going on here. Let's launch this sucker. All right. Now we're actually going into the app. That, of course, was the landing page. So you come to the landing page. You can read all that stuff. You cannot read all that stuff and just go straight to the app itself. And as you see, the blockchains that are available are Ethereum and Pulsechain, depending on what you want to do. I myself am 99.9% of the time on the Pulsechain because Ethereum, as I said before, is just too damn expensive. When I go over there, I have something very specific that I am doing. Okay. Now here's our swapper. You can go in here and you can swap, your PLS, for any of these tokens here. Everything that you need to provide liquidity to this platform is already here, ladies and gentlemen. And you have that at the top. You have that at the bottom. And of course, this works like any other DEX, you know what I'm saying? You can switch it around, what have you. All right, but now let's go and take a look at what was not here previously. Let's take a look. Liquidity, of course, is when you put two tokens together so that you can go ahead and stake them as LPs. And let's see if they got pools together yet. Any pools yet? No, not just yet. We're still waiting on the single-sided staking pools. But if we go into the farms, ladies and gentlemen, okay, if we go into the farms, we see that we have several farms here. We have Pulse 9-inch, we have 9-inch and DAI, 9-inch and USDC, and we've got 9-inch and USDT. I decided to put a couple of bucks into this one, ladies and gentlemen. So I went and I threw $100 in here. I started not to show you this to you guys because the more people that come in here, the more this APR is going to drop. And I am absolutely loving this APR, ladies and gentlemen. And if you look up top, there are similar APRs up here, 13,880, 14,372. Okay. So let me show you why I'm actually loving it. If we go here and we go to the calculator, if I go to 1 day with my little $100 I put in there, okay, with my little $100 I put in there. In one day, that's $40, 39.83 in one day, in 24 hours. Okay, if I keep that $100 in there, and of course I will, and I go here. Now this is just if I'm compounding once a day. Okay, if I can compound 7 times a day, 140, 30. I can compound more times, but let's just say I was just compounding once a day. Now if I go here 7 days, still compounding once a day, in 1 week, that's $907. Okay, still compounding once a day. If I go to 30 days, that's $2,000 right there, ladies and gentlemen, off of a simple $100. And of course, you know I'm going to add more into this piece. I just wanted to see what would happen, ladies and gentlemen. But let's say you went one day and you chose to compound 7 times a day. Okay, that means you have $20 in one day. Right there, 7 days, that's 273. That's 28,000 in 30 days, 29,000 in 30 days. If you compound 7 times a day. Okay? So the more you compound, the more money you make, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So let's take it back to one. Let's do 1 year. That's what you're looking at in a year's time. If these APRs were to stay where they are, but as you know, as people jump in here, now that I told you, you guys are going to jump in here too and destroy my lovely APR, but it's all right because we're all going to get this money. And of course, the jokes don't stop, ladies and gentlemen. Instead of deposit and withdraw, they saw fit to put insert and pull out. Like I said, the jokes don't stop. Okay. I just put this in here before I made the video, ladies and gentlemen, and I've already made $1.20 already, and it's only been about a half hour, 45 minutes. All right, but we already saw the projections there. So that is 9-inch, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crash course in some of what's going on at Pulsechain, but there's so much I cannot cover it all. We have other beautiful things going on that's coming very soon, like Power City, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know about the loveliness of Power City, you soon will. Because over here in the Pulsechain, in the Richard Hart ecosystem, you truly can make yourself a millionaire in a very short time and truly be your own bank, ladies and gentlemen. You can come over here, you can provide liquidity, you can take collateralized loans because I believe liquid loans is also a part of it. It may be a separate partition, but either way, they are both, doing some serious, wonderful things. And if we just launch the test net here, I just want to give you a quick glimpse into what Power City is doing, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the WATT, the Watt token, is what you can use here, ladies and gentlemen. And you can go over here and you got this here. And you can take a look at this stuff that they got going on in here. Welcome to Power City, DDD, da da da. You can go over to stakes, ladies and gentlemen. And you can stake your Watt tokens over here and PLP and all of that. And you can gain some wonderful things going on here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot going on. And if we were to go to, let's see if we can find liquid loans, ladies and gentlemen. Liquid loans is also another place, something else that we're all waiting on. This is called liquid loans, ladies and gentlemen, where you can go in here and you can get a collateralized loan. No longer do you have to go to the bank and say, hey, Mr. Bankman, sir, can I please sign my life away and get a loan so I can start my own business or make some investments? Sure, you can sign your life away right here, sir. Thank you very much for selling us your soul. No longer do you have to do that, okay? You have liquid loans here, and you can get collateralized loans on your own terms, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, as an investor, you can come in here and you can supply a collateralized loan. You want to make sure that it's over collateralized so that you don't get liquidated, okay? And it's all on you, all right? And it is a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't want a loan, you can still make money right on this platform by providing liquidity to this platform. So basically, you are the bank when you supply liquidity to, so anybody that comes over here to get a loan, liquid loans is basically loaning them your money, but you are the bank. And as we know, when it comes to the bank or when it comes to the house and the casino, the house always wins. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Just a nice little crash course education into the rich resources of the Richer Heart ecosystem, also known as Hex and Pulsechain. You can come over here and you can truly mint yourself or compound your way to greatness, as I like to say. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, you already know. Let's do this thing and let's continue to take responsibility for our own actions. Let's get in where we fit in. And as you already know, ladies and gentlemen, let's go and get this crypto.